Week 5 ended with a massive win. I got a 14K run under my belt. I was ready to coast into week 6, which is a deload week. But of course, life threw me another curveball. I'm Jen. If you're new here, I'm training for a half marathon in November, and I'm taking you along the training journey. I'm showing you the unfiltered version of my training journey. The good, the messy in between, and how I cope and manage. This is week 6, and it threw me some curveballs. Hello, I'm headed out for my Saturday morning long run, 14K in the books today. And I realized, hello little bear, Ella wants some treats. She knows when I'm headed out, and she always gets a T word when I head out. Anyways, it's important to start practicing eating when you start to run longer. So I really like these little Skratch Chews. Again, they don't have any artificial sugar or sweetener, so I'll probably start munching on them when I'm about an hour into my run. And I realize that after today, I'm starting my next week's training, which is a deload week, which I'm really thankful for. 14K done. Feel great. Just kidding. I feel tired and extremely sweaty. A deload week period where you lower your workout volume or your weights by about 30 to 50%. It gives your muscles and joints and your nervous system time to recover, so you can avoid burnout and get stronger. I'm changing my workouts again a little bit this week. You might not be too surprised. After 14K yesterday, my back and hip are feeling tight. When my distance starts to go 14 and up, I start to feel a little more achy. So instead of going hard at the gym today, I'm going to do some mobility work. The other thing I added to my schedule was that I tried kickboxing on Monday and I loved it. So kickboxing is now Monday and Thursday for the next few months, but I can't do hills and go to kickboxing on Thursdays. But I figure I could run to kickboxing. It's not actually very far, so I can get my intervals in, then do a little bit of kickboxing, and then come home. And this week, instead of doing hills on Tuesdays, I did some stairs. I just got some bad news. I'm feeling pretty anxious and upset about it. Like my chest feels heavy. I have that feeling in my skin, and quite frankly, I'm really disappointed and annoyed by the news that I got. Because of how off I'm feeling, I almost just went under my blanket and called it a day. I just think I'll feel better after I go for a run, and running really helps with some problem solving and with processing. I was supposed to do some intervals, but I'm kind of feeling like this might be a difficult run. So I'm just going to run without any goal in mind. I'm just going to put my runners on and go. The run didn't go well. It didn't make me feel any better. And instead of processing anything, I spent most of the time struggling with my breathing and feeling really anxious. And I was annoyed by everything. I just felt like crap. So I turned myself around and I came back home and decided to decompress. I'm headed out for my deload week. It's nice and cool outside, so I think I'm going to do about 8 kilometers. Take it nice and easy. I have dinner with some friends tonight, which is nice. And then I have lots of chores to do. So you probably can't tell, but it's starting to rain. Thought the rain was going to hold off for a little bit, but apparently not. So that's it for my deload long run. I was really perseverating on this issue that I'm having. So I did have a little bit of anxiety, which resulted in some vomiting and tightness in my throat. So struggling to breathe. But oh no, sorry, I thought there was an injured bird, but it just flew away, so that's good. Yeah, that's all. Well, do you want a treat? You want treats? Oh, gotta be gentle. Gentle. Okay, that's better. I didn't show a lot of my quick workouts this week. I just didn't get a lot of fresh footage, but they were thrown in there, and I actually felt really great doing those workouts. But I wanted to point out I had a lot of challenges this week. Between the bad news and literally throwing up in the middle of my run because of the anxiety, it was a really good reminder that stress really impacts everything. Running, lifting weights, being active is really important for my mental well-being, but this was a reminder that it's not a cure-all. Some days, some weeks just suck. And now I will be sitting down, taking some time to reflect on things that are going on, remembering that I have an amazing support network around me, and I'll keep on being active because at the end of the day, it is really good for me. Anyways, see you next week on week 7. Oh, if you've liked following me along this far, it'd be really helpful for me if you could subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the alarm button, you'll get notifications of when I next post a video.